ready. This is Swan. Here you go, Enid. Keep your eyes on Jippo. Mike's in his second year in the team. He's a former Hawk instructor, Harrier GR9 pilot, and he moved on to fly the Tornado GR4 before he joined the Red Arrows. The inside pilot's pitching up to the outside in the rollbacks. Coming right, the following pilots use a lot of rudder to swing out like a pendulum. Cameras ready. This is the Jippo Pass. You've been watching the Royal Air Force Aerobatic team, the Red Arrows!
Third opening manoeuvre, the team calls a Canadian break, with the lead Wildcat breaking over the top of number 2. Number 2 duly follows. Transitioning forwards but maintaining the echelon formation, breaking away into 90-degree turns away from one another. Crossover. So that was the 2016 Royal Navy Helicopter Display Team, the Black Cats. Having entered service in 1936, the Swordfish was already out of date by the time war was declared in 1939, but the aircraft fought absolutely valiantly. It was a hugely versatile machine. We can see a dummy torpedo fitted underneath this one. The aircraft was able to carry a torpedo of some 1,610 pounds, or indeed a range of other stores, the likes of depth chargers, bombs, mines and rockets. It remained in production and in operational service throughout World War II. And this one from the Royal Navy Historic Flight, showing us one of the attributes that continue to make the Swordfish relevant throughout World War II, namely its excellent manoeuvrability. It's able to turn on the proverbial sixpence. There we see the naval ensign flying from the rear cockpit. You can see the crew waving. This is the last pass from the Royal Navy historic flight, Fairey Swordfish 1. The one we see here is an ex-Sultan of Oman's Air Force and Royal Air Force of Oman example. But the Strikemaster proved a very effective aircraft in the sort of hot and high environments in which it operated with several of its customer nations. Was recognised for a small special operations helicopter that was better able to operate in confined spaces. The result, the MH6 and later the armed AH6 variants, both nicknamed the Little Bird, and they were used in many American operations. So in from the right to start his display then comes Mark with the Royal Air Force Eurofighter Typhoon FGR-4. Feel the power of the two Eurojet EJ200 afterburning turbofan engines. This is an aeroplane that's now very definitely combat proven. The RAF first took the type to war as part of Operation Ellamy in Libya in 2011, and Typhoons are currently active in Operation Shader, the British element of the fight against the so-called Islamic State in Iraq and Syria. In the run-up to the impending war, when the US Navy recognised the need for a new patrol bomber to counter the potential Japanese threat in the Pacific. Now as the aircraft comes in towards us, you can see the wingtip mounted floats have been put down. And this is going to be the last pass then, by the consolidated PBY-5A, Catalina. Demonstrated today by a crew captained by Derek Head, who used to fly Hercules and Andover transports. From the Jungmann was developed a single-seat advanced trainer variant, the BAC Jungmeister, and that was the main BAC entrance in the 1936 Olympic aerobatic contest. But many are famous German aerobatic pilots of that era. BAC biplanes, including a large number of famous female aviators, the likes of Ellie Beinhorn, Liesl Bach, and Beate Usser. Many of them were built under license by the Aero company in Czechoslovakia, also in Switzerland by Dornier, and later by Casa in Spain. In fact, the Spanish Air Force Jungmanns stayed in service until 1968. This UH-1H model was delivered to the US Army in 1972, and it served in Vietnam with the 129th Assault Helicopter Company until 1973. Later it was transferred to the Army National Guard and a variety of support units until it was retired into storage in the year 2000. In Europe, the UH-1 is still flown by the air arms of Germany and Spain. And much missed Captain Eric Winkle Brown, who made the first carrier landing and takeoff in a jet aircraft using a Mark I Vampire aboard HMS Ocean on the 3rd of December 1945. There was some British influence in this aircraft as well, because while the Soviets had access to German engine technology, the Rolls-Royce Nene was seen as a better bet. From the outset, the MiG-15, which first flew in prototype form at the very end of 1947, was able to exceed 1,000 kilometers an hour, nearly 650 miles an hour, at an altitude of 3,000 meters or 9,800 feet. Aircraft like this gained air superiority over northwest Korea, the area that became known as Mig Alley, and they forced the United Nations to suspend the US Air Force B-29 daylight attacks in favour of night missions. At lower levels, the Sabre still had the edge, and the greater experience of the American pilots began to win the day. And they chose to paint it as the MiG-15 flown during his fighter pilot days by the Soviet cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin. And it's currently the only MiG-15 airworthy in Western Europe, though there are examples flying in both Poland and the Czech Republic.
Stand up.
And the next formation, just now displaying over East Fortune, is an honor to the huge bomber just around the corner. Ladies and gentlemen, the Vulcan of the PC-7 team. Is flirting around his friends. So this is the flirt of the PC-7 team, especially for you guys here in Scotland. There's no anti-G suits. They have to cope with the G load only by personal fitness. Number 7, open your eyes wide. Thank you very much. 8 PC-7 in landing configuration, not very often seen. The aircraft, 2 tons in weight, max speed 500 kilometers an hour, and used for basic training, as I said. You like
Thank you very much, Scotland. Thank you very much, East Fortune. Brilliant. Ladies and gentlemen, this is called Pilatus. Left-hand turn in the formation at Pilatus. Only a few seconds. Again, the arrow. And this year, new in our program, Swiss aircraft, Swiss pilots, Swiss colors. That's all old, or 27 years old. But ladies and gentlemen, as I said, Swissness is what we transport. That's the message. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the team in the Swiss Cross. Thanks a lot. And this is the finale grande of the PC7 team.